What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. We got some major news here. A major bill passes the Senate that will give millions of Americans larger Social Security checks, a Social Security boost. Passes here. I'll give you the details here and I'll show it to you here on video so you can see it here for yourself. Also here, a major bill for government shutdown. I'll give you the details here with some sticky details that you need to know about here that presents kind of a problem here between President Biden and President Trump here. And I'll give you the details here of that here as well. Also, another trivia question where you could win money directly from me if you guess the answer correctly. I'll have a trivia question for you here in this video, so stay tuned. We're going to jump right in here. We are live right now here on YouTube. Let me know if you can see and hear me correctly. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Also, don't forget to hit that like button for us. It really helps out our channel. And if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos. All right, take a look at these headlines here that are going crazy here right now. Okay, right here from the Associated Press, Senate passes Social Security benefits boost for many public service retirees. Right here from Yahoo Finance and Bloomberg, millions to get bigger Social Security checks if Biden signs the new bill. All right, so yes, millions of retirees to get bigger Social Security checks. It's going to go to Biden's desk. All he has to do now is sign it. A lot of people have been waiting a long time for this to pass. Take a look here at what happened.
In this vote, the yeas are 76, the nays are 20. The 60 vote threshold having been achieved, the bill is passed.
Madam President, can we have some order, please?
The Senate will be in order.
Can we have some order, please?
The Democratic leader.
Thank you, Madam President. So tonight, the Senate finally corrects a 50-year mistake by passing the Social Security Fairness Act. Millions of retired teachers and firefighters and letter carriers and state and local workers have waited decades for this moment. No longer will public retirees see their hard-earned Social Security benefits robbed from them thanks to this bill.
Okay, so this bill, the Social Security Fairness Act, has passed millions to get bigger Social Security checks, Social Security boost. If Biden signs it, now goes to his desk. It has passed the House and the Senate and will go to President Biden's desk now. Senate passes it in a vote of 76 to 20. The act eliminates provisions that had affected estimated 3 million individuals for people like retired teachers, firefighters, and other state and local workers. The development caps off a decades-long battles against certain Social Security benefit reductions that affect people that worked for the state, like firefighters, teachers, policemen, and other people, but then also worked in the contributed to Social Security, and then got their Social Security unfairly penalized and didn't get the full Social Security that they paid for, which is actually robbery. I'm surprised it wasn't a class action lawsuit. Quote, you shouldn't penalize people for income outside the system when you've paid into it and earned that benefit. It's been 40 years trying to get this repealed, and these people literally got robbed of their Social Security benefits. And it was passed by both Republicans and Democrats in Congress. And they will now get a boost to their Social Security benefits that they paid for. They paid into Social Security. Millions of retired teachers, firefighters, letter carriers, state and local workers have waited decades for this moment, said Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. No longer will public retirees see their hard-earned Social Security benefits robbed from them thanks to this bill. And because Social Security is on their mind in 2025, we're likely to see potentially even more Social Security changes. And I'll be going over, if you've been watching my channel, Medicare changes to come, Medicaid changes to come, SNAP changes to come, and Social Security changes to come. A lot more in 2025 to come. In fact, I'll link you to some videos here of some of the changes we already know that are likely to be coming or are going to be coming here in 2025 under the Trump administration. I'll link you to some of those videos here in a moment. Now, Congress avoids a shutdown, but leaves a, quote, big mess for Trump and Republicans in 2025. Another funding bill, a debt limit extension, major party line bills on immigration and taxes, nomination. Trump tried to push Congress and take the debt ceiling off his plate, but failed. Despite missing the deadline, Congress avoids government shutdown by passing spending bill without Trump's debt ceiling raise, which Trump demanded but did not get. So, they narrowly avoid a government shutdown. I actually thought we were going to see a government shutdown, but they narrowly pass a continuing resolution that keeps the government at current levels for the next 3 months and provides disaster relief and farm aid, but is not what Donald Trump wanted and he's not happy at all. As you can see this headline here, Trump wanted shutdown to happen on Biden's watch, not his. President-elect was eager to evade responsibility for the consequences of a potential shutdown and blow up the bipartisan deal. I think this is part of the story. I also think here that Trump and the Republicans wanted to start some of their government cuts, up to $2 trillion in cuts that Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and Trump, the DOGE Committee, Department of Government Responsibility government Efficiency, wanted to start getting in there, and they honestly were not able to get yet. So they're going to have to do this in their administration, which could lead to a significant government shutdown because they're going to need Democrats' votes for in the Senate to get that 60 vote threshold. And it's likely the Democrats are not going to vote for that, which will likely lead to a shutdown because they probably won't get the Democratic vote initially. This will likely lead to a government shutdown because Democrats are likely not going to give in at first, okay, and will likely lead to tougher negotiations going forward. And Trump didn't get anything he really wanted here with a CR, a continuing resolution. He didn't get rid of the debt ceiling, which is what Democrats wanted before when they were president. Now Trump wants it when he's president because honestly, no sitting president wants to go through debt limit negotiations where they're at hostage. No sitting president wants this. And honestly, Americans don't want this either. The problem is that when the sitting president's there, whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, or whoever it is, the sitting president is the person who's held hostage. And now the Republicans are in control. As my father has said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The problem here is the Republicans did it to Biden and Democrats, and now Trump's going to have to go through the same thing. The Republicans held Biden hostage with the debt limit negotiations and basically saying, we're not going to do this, this, and this unless you give us this, this, and this in the past. And now Trump knows that the same thing is going to happen to him, which is why he wants to get rid of it. And honestly, as I've said before in the past, the debt limit doesn't even need to be there because when they go to, just like this, pass a CR, pass a government funding bill, pass spending for Ukraine or anything, it has to be approved by Congress, okay? Just like people seem to forget this, but when they send money to Ukraine, which is really weapons and supplies most of the time, it's already approved by Congress, Republicans and Democrats. The people with the rhetoric seem to forget that, but it's already been approved by Republicans and Democrats. okay? Or if they approve funding for disaster relief or money for schools or money to, for the bridge that was hit by the ship, anything, it's already approved by Congress. It has to be approved by Congress. The debt limit is just another approval over top and above and beyond that. It's a secondary approval that doesn't need to be there and just holds Congress and the president at hostage yet again. It's another approval that doesn't need to be there. It's a second vote on top of something that's already been approved. Trump knows this. He knew this when he wasn't president in the meantime and used it to his advantage. But now that he's the president, it's a disadvantage to him. Yeah, so they need to get rid of it. They need to get rid of it. So let me know your thoughts on this. Now, let's get to our next trivia question. So we're giving away $100 if you can guess the trivia question correctly and if you're picked by our random program that guesses 2 winners here for the trivia question. So here is today's trivia question. If you think you know the answer, leave a comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel if you're not subscribed now so you don't miss out on future videos. And don't forget to hit the like button. What is the Grinch's heart full of? What is the Grinch's heart full of? If you think you know, or if you have a guess, leave a comment down below right now. If you guess correctly, you'll be entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly. And from there, we will have 2 people randomly picked to win $100 each from us. Yeah, so if you were one of the previous winners and you haven't been paid yet, check your comments. I've been trying to get a hold of a few people to pay them. I have a couple people that I still got to get with to pay them as well. Me and my wife are trying to catch up with a few people as well. We've been super busy because of the holidays. Everything is crazy here. We're trying to catch up. Yeah, so with that being said, what is the Grinch's heart full of? And we'll be doing a few more videos here until Christmas Eve. So make sure to keep watching here, and I will keep you up to date. Click here to see the new Fed announcement for millions of Americans that just came out here. Or click here to see new Social Security boost details that are going to be starting on January 3rd. Click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you